With so many fish, there's an even chance sharks will be on the prowl.
The seagulls have lifted.
Bobby Owen's famous quote that the seagulls lift when there's a shark around.
Terry does a final scan of the surf. Little does he know, but in under an hour, one of these surfers will be attacked by a shark.
Bluebottles are a venomous jellyfish which can turn Bondi into a minefield. Also known as the Portuguese man of war, bluebottles sting more than 10,000 Australians every year.
We got bluebottles coming in. Everyone handled in different way, and they're very painful for everyone. So put a sign up, and fingers crossed nothing bad happen.
9-year-old Ku Yong has been brought to the tower by Luke. There's no tried and true treatment other than waiting for the venom to simply wear off.
10 minutes, 5 minutes, 5-10 more minutes, it'll go away.
Thank you very much.
Some stings are worse than others, just as some beachgoers have different pain thresholds.
Being stung by a bluebottle hurts like hell.
It's like a throbbing, stinging.
I don't know what their purpose is in the marine life. You know, I think everyone hates them.
Lifeguards apply antiseptic and send victims on their way.
Go home, have a hot shower, keep moving. End of the day, I know it's painful, but it's not that bad, okay?
But one boy arrives who has been in contact with something much more painful than a bluebottle.
Hey, buddy.
I stood on a sea urchin.
Oh, yeah. All right, you're a special one. Come through. This seat's for you.
A sea urchin is a little sea creature with all these little sparks that come off it, and they kind of hide in the rock crevices. Yeah, very nasty.
I couldn't believe how many sea urchins were in his foot. That's the worst I've seen.
I went to jump off the jump rock, and I came back, and then a wave came and swooped me over and tried to stand up, and I fell through a hole.
And now all you got to do is be strong for the next 40.
Terrible. Worse than a bluebottle.
Sea urchin spikes carry toxin and are extremely brittle. Like needles of fine porcelain, they easily break, usually once they've penetrated the skin.
What's your name, buddy?
Cameron.
Cameron, I'm Harrison. I'm your surgeon for today.
Jesse and Harrison start the delicate operation, removing the spines one at a time.
Oh, that one. These are real tricky because they're so small, and poor Cameron here, once he steps in them, they just snap off. It's just, yeah, tweezers your only hope. Otherwise, you might have to go to the medical centre and try and get them out.
The little warrior took it on, mate. He was like a little soldier. He didn't complain once about pain, and mate, at one stage I was digging into his foot.
Oh, look at that one today.
That one, mate, that was the biggest one in there. You all right?
I feel so sorry doing that to Cameron because he was in a lot of pain, but we just had to get them out as best, as quick as we can.
I'm pretty positive I've got all of them out.
Jesse and Harrison have taken 45 minutes to remove all the spines from Cameron's foot.
Good work, mate. You're an absolute legend.
It's like nothing else you've ever felt before, like miniature knives just going into your foot, and then when they're pulling them out, just like someone's just pushing them in even deeper.
What the f*** is that out the back of the point? What is that?
Singlets has spotted something unusual floating about 2 kilometres out to sea.
Wow, it looks like it's swimming or moving.
Yeah, it's like so weird.
Yeah, is it a submarine?
Oh, it's moving.
Wow.
We tracked it for a while, and then we came to the assumption that it was a bunch of balloons.
Good spotting, Singos.
Thank you, sir. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye.
Floating balloons aren't cause for concern, but they've drawn attention to something which is.
You know what else is out there? There's an unattended boat out there. There's like a dinghy with no one in it.
What? Where?
Have a look at that white boat. There's nobody in it.
Over there.
There's no one in it.
Whoa! Beyond the Shark Boys, a boat is adrift with no one aboard.
Yeah, there was no sign of life in it or around it, and we suddenly all started to get quite concerned.
Out on patrol, the Westpac search and rescue chopper stops to investigate.
It looks like a inflatable boat which could be
lifesaver helicopter appears, and the decision was made for me and Max to head out on the ski and take a closer look at what's going on.
Now, the mystery of the unmanned boat attracts police as well.
Well, someone could have been out there using it, you just don't know. Like they could have dived overboard.
So on the way out there, the boat's drifting further and the helicopter was hovering above. And at this point, I'm thinking worst case scenario. I'm thinking someone's fallen off.
As Max and Singlets approach, there's no sign of anyone in distress.
Jump in and have a look.
When I jumped into the water, I've got this weird feeling in my gut that something's not right out there. So I get into the boat and the key's still in the ignition and there's a rope hanging over the side of the boat that's obviously got weight on the end of it.
Do you reckon that's an anchor?
A rope is attached to something, dragging beneath the boat.
Right.
Too deep to anchor and drifting quickly. What is under the boat?
I had the scuba mask with me and I knew that I had to look at what was on the end of the rope. With a lot of trepidation, I had a look under the boat and I thought I'm going to see something really bad here.
Upon closer inspection, Singlets learns the rope is simply attached to the hull.
Literally, the rope had just got caught underneath the boat and there was nothing on the end of it, so I was really relieved.
Lifeguards' concern is that someone may have fallen overboard.
Boys, is there any sort of like valuables like on the boat that looks like, you know, there could have been people in it recently, or is it just fully abandoned?
Yeah, no valuables to speak of. Still the key in it though.
Bondi Lifeguards to jet ski to Harries. I've spoken to Lifesaver 1 base.
There is 2 water police. They're doing a check now to see who the vessel belongs to, and they're going to try and get in contact with the owners of the vessel.
Unable to find any further clues, Singlets and Max towed the boat back to shore.
There could be someone missing, but, you know, we'll leave this to the police to handle.
A landing party awaits them.
Thanks, brother. I reckon we put it straight on eBay.
Always ready to entertain the troops, Harries seizes the opportunity.
This is your captain speaking. We're just coming through the lovely Sydney Heads into the harbour. And off we go. Hey, Jacko, he's something with Harry's right now.
Oh, you kidding?
Ahoy, mateys! It's like the Queen Mary coming in.
When Harries manned this unmanned vessel, I just knew how much Harries was loving. Like, it was his moment. He does a lot of funny things, Harries. I don't like to give him too much reco for what he does, but that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen him do.
This captain's got yarn down his ship. Starboard, right, iceberg.
Lifeguards receive a call from the boat's owner, who is 34 kilometres south of Bondi.
Oh, Cronulla, you're kidding, yeah, mate. Well, it's sitting here right in front of the tower. We can look after it for you until you come back up.
The mystery boat simply fell off a larger vessel passing Bondi.
I'm sure it was a good cruise until you turned around and realised you'd lost your boat.
This morning, a strange object takes centre stage.
Lifeguards, can I help you?
Bondi Lifeguards, Aaron speaking.
Oh, really? Where at?
Lifeguards. Now, you went to Ben Butler and now it's coming back towards you guys.
This morning, locals have reported a UFO.
Thank you. Bye. Unidentified floating objects.
Yeah, UFO.
Not flying.
The theories on UFOs with Bondi Rescue have really been wide and far between.
I had a bloke call me this morning saying it was a whale caught in the shark nets.
Dead body.
Pregnant penguin.
People's imaginations really run riot, especially low light, early morning, you know, drizzly, dark grey days. All these things have been reported this morning. It's quite spooky. Members of the staff have been hoodwinked.
Kind of looks like an escape chute off a plane.
There's only one way to solve the mystery.
Time to put an end to the rumours and find out exactly what this thing is.
Hopefully it's something interesting.
The old guard make a prudent decision. This is a job for the young guns. Max Ashford heads out.
When I was I don't even know what it might be, but I seen a shadow underneath it, so I just kind of didn't want to get too close.
There's a brief standoff.
Looks like a jumping castle.
The UFO offers no resistance.
They're just trying to, apparently it's full of water and they're just trying to bring it up. They've got it, actually they've got it on the ski.
Finally, the UFO is dragged off stage, but the mystery is barely clearer.
It's pretty long.
I just had the idea there was the buoy that sits in between the boat and the dock. Sounds, I don't know, it sounds pretty right to me. Can't think of anything else that it would be. Yeah, we get things washed up here all the time, but I've been here for a year and a bit. I've never had anything as strange as this, so the first for everything, I guess.
But now something else is being blown into Bondi, something far more sinister. As an easterly wind starts pushing into Bondi, lifeguards brace themselves. Easterlies are notorious for bringing unwanted guests to the beach. An invasion of Bondi slowly begins.
I'd like to see a bit of a campaign explaining, especially to our tourists who we're trying to encourage to come to our country, to be aware of certain things. It's not Disneyland, it's not Kansas, you know. They're like sailing boats, they just come in on the wind.
Then, one by one, the tower itself is invaded.
Fish?
Yeah, fish.
Fish?
Yeah.
Next. Oh, where'd you get stung, matey? Is it feeling better? No, she speaks English.
French.
Oh, only French. No wonder. Hey!
H patrols the shore to try and prevent more casualties.
I told you not to go in the water, mate.
But it's too late for this boy.
He's been stung. I said do not. Do you understand English? Do you understand English? Listen. Relax. Okay? Come on.
Then a bigger problem presents itself. A whole busload of tourists has headed down to the water's edge. Tamika is about to experience Bondi in full flight.
Ice pack, Tamika. I want an ice pack, thank you. Who's been stung?
With a score of patients, trainee Tamika steps in to help.
不要哭了好吗？不要哭了，阿姨给你处理。你是哭的脚疼还是真的脚疼啊？真的脚疼，处理完了就好了，好吗？啊，处理完了，咱们小男孩不要哭，好吧？肚子疼是你哭的。
The Bluebottles toxin has already reached the boy's glands. In rare instances, patients can go into anaphylactic shock.
Dropped off that ear. Oh, mate. It's all right, mate.
Totally unfamiliar with the dangers of the ocean, they are gripped by pain and fear.
Hey, listen. That's good. Don't worry, huh? Slowly. That's it. That's good. Very good, mate. Just calm, right?
But some aren't convinced that Bluebottles are to blame. Unfortunately, the beauties of Sydney are the last thing on this boy's mind. Meanwhile, H's soothing ways are working a treat.
Okay. Good, mate? Sweet.
谢谢。
What's that mean?
He says thank you, so you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. CC. Bukati.
By now, almost 50 victims have come to the tower. Lifeguards are desperate to prevent more.
Trying to stop people getting stung, which is being pretty hard at the moment. What? I don't want to get stung either.
As the bus waits to go, its passengers are missing.
These guys are from Shanghai, so I picked them up at the airport this morning, so they've come from the airport straight to Bondi. Tomorrow we'll take them to Canberra, and next day they'll be back on a plane back to China. So they had a very short time here, and they met one of our jellyfish by the looks of it.
Okay? Oh, in the middle.
It's like a war zone.
Then, just as the situation seems contained,
6th ramp. We've got another busload of tourists.
H and Tamika are sent to help control the beach.
Blue bottle play in Europe, they call it Magupa. If you swim here, it's like Russian roulette with 5 bullets in a 6-bullet chamber.
Anyone speak English? Well, see this? Oh, no good. No good.
A second busload of tourists has come face to face with Bondi's Bluebottles.
Yep. Shower, fresh water. Shower. Water. Jesus.
But the drama presents a novel memory for some. Back in the tower, the carnage isn't over.
不用这些，别告诉你们拿沙子要把这个回来埋汰，你看到我这一盆沙子，他不用。你看看它很难看。这个没关系啊，大家给你们纪念，这个没关系。啊，这是纪念品。
English.
With language proving a barrier, H recruits some help.
Beijing Olympic. No, I didn't come. I was working. Yeah, working. Always working.
Hello. 他说那个不是特别严重，然后你们就到那边呢，去用水稍微清洗一下就行了，没事。
Water.
What is the Chinese word for
Finally, the tour of Sydney's less dangerous beauties resumes.
Coming to work on those miserable days when it's cold and windy and rainy, you just know you're in for a super long day. The hours just drag on forever. At 6 a.m, the shutters have gone up, the boys have had their breakfast and they're huddled in. On rainy days, there has been some weird and wonderful events. We had a guy buy a $2 boat and go out in bad weather.
Brand new boat, I'm going to take it out.
We had Reidy swim out in the southern corner in bad weather and the lifeguards thought it was a full rescue. We've had a guy hit by lightning.
Even on the rainy days down at Bondi, you still got to expect the unexpected. I just started work at 9. I think it was Maxi spotted this weird floating object at maybe 6:30 in the morning.
On the camera, it's moved so much just since I've been here.
We can't really figure out what the thing is. The boys are just trying to figure it out now. It's just this big floating thing.
There's so much speculation. Is it a light plane that went down? Is it a UFO? It's just extremely important that we get out there. At this stage, we haven't identified what it is, so it is a UFO, unidentified floating object. It's a bit different to the UFOs in Nevada. We're not looking for Martians, we're looking for people, we're looking for survivors.
Looks like Maxi's making contact with it now. It's quite large in comparison to the ski. Canopy of a boat. Yeah, it was in the canopy of a boat.
You reckon the captain went down with his ship?
There still could have been someone in it, so that was a bit of a relief because there was no one around it.
I've got the lifeguard sitting out there. He said it's definitely some part of an upturned boat.
I made the decision to call the water police and inform them of what we're actually doing out in the ocean. Jobs like this, you know, we just got to hand them over. That's their domain. They know what they're doing. They're experts at what they do, and we're experts on the beach.
Apparently a boat had flipped 2 days earlier, losing its cabin. The cabin then floated 30 k's down the coast of Bondi. Dealing with a UFO in the morning was weird, but no one had a clue what was in for us next.
A helicopter spots another school of fish off Bondi and makes an alarming discovery. A shark circles the fish inside the shark net. From above, it's clear, but to everyone else, it's invisible. Inexplicably, no contact is made with lifeguards or emergency services. The shark is in the surf zone, then swims directly towards a surfer. Paddling onto a wave, the surfer heads towards it. No one in Bondi is aware of the danger. Just as quickly, it swims away. Next day, the story makes the front page.
I only just saw that, Tez?
It's bullshit. He didn't call anybody to inform us. I mean, if you see a fire, you call the ambulance. You call the fire brigade, not the ambulance. Maybe you call the ambulance. Sure. If you see a car accident, you call an ambulance. You see a shark in that situation,
they'll come in around the corner and ask questions about pertaining to sharks. So they can come when it suits them. But yeah, it's a bit of duty of care there.
But it was an event that took place 5 kilometres away that made much bigger news.
A Navy diver is believed to have lost his hand in this morning's shark attack in Sydney Harbour.
A diver from the Navy, they were doing an exercise. Nice shark.
A diver has been mauled just a few kilometres from Bondi.
We're just glad it wasn't here. Imagine we had a shark attack. Oh, they say that. Imagine we had a shark attack. It's bound to happen.
With large schools of fish in the bay, grey skies and now an attack nearby, lifeguards increase their vigilance.
Probably sharks out there all the time. It's going to be pretty tough to see anything out of there.
At the back of the break, Danny and Bacon encounter another large school of salmon.
But the birds, usually when you're in a pack like that, usually means there's a fair few fish around.
Whoa, that was a big one.
I have a look how many birds are out there.
With so many fish, there's an even chance sharks will be on the prowl, but it's impossible to tell.
Heaps of them out there. I'd say there's a massive pack of fish out there. Seagulls are lifting now. Just Bobby Owen's famous quote that the seagulls lift when there's a shark around.
I didn't see any sharks. There was a few big splashes, but the fish were big, so they know what was making the splashes.
Lifeguards are uneasy. As the day draws to a close, Terry does a final scan of the surf. Little does he know, but in under an hour, one of these surfers will be attacked by a shark. Less than an hour after lifeguards have packed up for the day, a surfer has been attacked by a shark at Bondi Beach. The man is 33-year-old Glenn Augias, a local surfer. His left hand has nearly been severed. It's the most serious shark attack on Bondi Beach in decades. Approximately 20 surfers were in the break at South Bondi when Glenn was attacked. Some bravely rushed to his aid.
There was blood sort of boiling out of the water around him, and one of the guys saw him and said that he yelled something like shark.
A bunch of us, like about 10 of us, all just put him on a softboard and carried him up the beach, and just waited for the ambulance. Pretty heavy.
Ambulance came. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Like these random guys come up and said, "Look, are you guys lifeguards?" And me and Troy said, "Yeah." He said someone's been attacked by a shark down at Bondi.
The North Bondi Surf Club hit the shark alarm, so I come out from dinner and headed across, and then everyone was running down saying a gentleman's been bitten by a shark.
It's been one of those summers, I think, boys, that they've been around, and with a shark attack in the harbour a couple of days ago, so it was just only a matter of time, I think.
2 French surfers were among the first to help Glenn.
Where did it actually bite him? Where did it
His hand was cut at this level, and there is just the skin who take the hand. You know, his arm hanging off. His arm was like that, and his hand was like that. And there is a big cut all around his arm. We saw all the muscles, all the bones.
Did he actually talk about the shark to you? That he didn't see it was too quick?
When you have a guy like that who lost his hand, you don't want to speak it about the shark. We just don't want to speak about it. I think he don't want to hear something about this shark because he saw this hand. And, that was a good idea. At the beginning he saw his hand, and so we just tell him to don't look at his hand, and just look at us and just speak everything.
Within minutes, the news of a shark attack at Australia's most famous beach is being around the world.
Felt something hit him in the surf. He just caught a wave and he was going to paddle back out. When he realised that he had suffered some injury, he wasn't sure what the cause of the injury was. He signalled to other surfers nearby that he needed help, and he was brought back to the beach.
I think summer's over for now, especially a lot of people are scared of sharks, and now that there's been a shark attack, hasn't been a shark attack since 80 years, so people are pretty scared.
Next morning, and Bondi is eerily quiet.
There's been a shark attack, it's real. It has happened at Bondi, believe it or not, and we're strongly recommending that they just hold off. I've been instructed to launch the jet ski, just have a look around the bay, see what we can see, prevent any bay swimmers that may not be aware of it.
Young lifeguard Bacon is given the spooky task of searching the water.
Taking all the necessary precautions before we get those flags up to make sure the beach is safe for swimmers.
But it's impossible to know if the danger has passed. Was this a freak random event, or is it a growing pattern? Either way, some people have yet to get the message.
I got bitten by a shark last night. Just out here, South Bondi.
Boys out there just said that some poor bloke got bitten last night, so I'm out.
I didn't see anything out there. It's a really weird vibe though out there. Just to have no one out there, it's pretty eerie.
Lifeguards can't guarantee the beach is safe, but the freak event doesn't stop them from setting the flags. Astoundingly, some people still go swimming.
I just flew in this morning, so I was curious.
There was a shark attack.
Yeah. When? Last
night at about 7:30, 8 o'clock last night. Had a guy bitten by a shark out here surfing.
No one's in the water. I mean,
yeah,
that's
strange that. I've never seen it like this. 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's not one guy in the water. Nothing. Absolutely no one in the water. And at 8 o'clock, I can't believe it. But that's what this is always going to do. It's in the minds of everyone to see what kind of happens over the next few days, but I hope it doesn't wreck Bondi.
Despite the attack, one local surfer braves the ocean.
You don't care at all, mate? Not worried? No, I feel pretty safe at the moment. I've got the boys on the jet skis, the helicopters, so yeah, no, you've got to get back on the horse. I mean, it's one of those dangers of the ocean, you kind of, you accept it as a surfer. You have to learn.
Slowly, life on Australia's most famous beach returns to normal.
A year after being attacked by a shark, Glenn returns to Bondi.
There you go. Go, fellas. Bacon. How are you?
Nice
Sorry,
to
what
meet
was
you.
it? Bacon. Tom, how are you? Good, mate. How are you? Good to meet you.
This just works off the muscles in my arm, so it's just, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like the latest technology.
Can you rip things with it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, you can hold a coffee cup and, you know, you can do that pinch. And...
That's some suburbs talking there, I like that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But when you look down, your whole arm was still there, but was a big chunk taken out?
Oh, the hand was just hanging off. It was hanging off
yeah.
by that much bit of skin, and the bone was poking out, and that was all
Did you
just open.
Did you feel like you were going to pass out, or were you pretty calm?
Yeah, I screamed, obviously.
Yeah.
That was kind of the first thing that happened, and then I just, you know, you just do your best in that situation to get in, so...
The shark attack on Glen Orges took place a year ago, and the details are still vivid.
I got home late from work, probably went surfing a bit later than I usually would, so it was about 7:30 when I got in the water.
The attack was never caught on camera, but CCTV footage taken at the same time shows a grey and overcast evening.
Just as I was paddling back out after I'd caught a wave, I got grabbed by something. I actually thought it was another surfer in this split instance that happened. I thought, as I was paddling towards a wave, I thought, oh, someone's trying to stop me get a wave, so I tried to yank my arm back, and then I just got pulled under the water and it shook around. It took a while to realise what happened, but got back onto the board. Bits where I was in the water, you know, paddling back in, I don't really like talking about that, you know, what went through my mind, and felt like forever, but it wasn't.
I've just been told off by the surfers that one guy's had his hand taken off.
When I got onto the beach is when the community at Bondi really came together and to really help me out. A couple of Frenchmen who were surfing nearby and a couple of local surfers ran up the beach and helped me out of the water and put a tourniquet on my arm, and that saved my life.
I think if someone was brave tonight, it's him. You can believe me when you see this guy, he was very, very brave.
Glenn lost almost a third of the blood in his body. Donated blood from the Red Cross first kept him alive. He then received 75 litres of transfusions as surgeons tried to save his hand.
I'm prepared. All right.
His story convinces Bondi's lifeguards to donate blood themselves.
Yeah, I've donated blood a lot, actually. Yeah, you get your own little card. It's pretty cool. Get some lollies at the end of it.
You get a Mars bar. You definitely do get a Mars bar. Yeah.
And you know that you're helping people out there as well. All the hospitals and I starve for blood all the time. So it's good.